Yeah, what's good, cryptocurrency fans out there? Welcome back to the Everything Altcoin channel. Today, we're going to be talking about some robotics. A lot has been going down. There's some good robotics plays out there, some undervalued robotics plays. I'm trying to put you guys on to the next good AI trade. What's good, Jay? Man, how you feeling, man? Man, we're gonna have to talk about that. And we got a new guest, AK. Jay, can you? Oh yeah, you not. What's good, AK?
What's going on with the family, man? How we feeling?
Yeah, good. First time we got you in here. We're going to be talking some robotics with you as well. Everybody, as you guys come in, don't forget to like the stream. Let me know what you guys think about robotics. Answer that poll. I see some people commenting it already. So let's get to that. The Room Crusader, you're Green Bean. Yeah, good video on Venice. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about some Venice things today. Not too crazy. Protect, you're and Shy Gofu. I think I be thinking I say it right. Peak doing huge moves with LG and partnering with Coinlist. Wow. Yes, we're going to be talking about that as well because that's happening right now. Big news. Maybe you guys saw me on Twitter talking about it. Fallen Network is a hidden gem. Privacy Compute, Near, and Venice will be using their infrastructure. Now, I didn't know Venice was using their infrastructure. I did know Near was, right? No one was talking about Fala for a little bit. Jay, you still remember Fala?
Yeah, Follow Network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been doing things for AI agents too.
Now too.
Yep. And then
They got to.
better ROI than Akash, in my opinion. Yeah, it's a low cap. We could look into it in just a second after we go through the normal things, nothing too crazy. So let me get started with the intro. You guys already know, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. We on that road to 30K subscribers. If you guys want to help out with that, hit that red subscribe button. And right now we're looking at the HQ, the terminal. If you guys want the best tool in cryptocurrency right now, you guys need access to this HQ here. This will break down everything that you guys need in this space here, from tokenomics to AI analysis, unlocks, everything you guys need. You guys could go onto Patreon. The links will be in the description down below, and you guys will see the post there about what this HQ is bringing you guys. There will be a video here that you guys can look into, and you guys get that discount code for 40% off your first month. Use Aside 2026, and you guys can plug it into Patreon and get your first month 40% off. And if you guys are looking for a hardware wallet, I use Tangent. If you guys want to use the same, use code EverythingAltcoin, and that will save you guys 10%. And let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. It's a lot to talk about today. Bitcoin back at 81 just after dipping to like 79. How you feeling, Jay? What's going on? Talk to me about the charts.
Feeling good, man. I'm feeling good about Bitcoin right now. So looking back at my monthly chart, I had talked about how we got this scenario on here that I'm calling the bear trap scenario. This is like the bull and the bearish cases on this chart right here. We got our last bull support down here, which we got very close to. We're like, pretty much hit it. And now we're going up into this bull trap at 94K that I've been talking about for months now. So this is the level to beat. We beat that level. We got a target of 178K Bitcoin. Been saying it, gonna keep on saying it. The MACD's looking like when we get there, we could be bullish. So there's a bullish case and a bearish case. This is the monthly chart though. So in the next couple of weeks, like on the daily chart, we already broke out bullish. On the weekly chart, we already broke out bullish. So on the daily chart, monthly chart, daily chart and weekly chart, there's definitely money to be made, ton of money to be made. There's always money to be made, but it's going to be a lot easier to long on the weekly for about a month, I should say, until we get a confirmation of what happens at this level. Like
what was that post you showed earlier?
Then we have, there's two posts going around right now because some people are on the camp of, hey, the bear market, some people are on this camp. This is why I'm showing this first. So some people are on this camp, the bear trap camp. Basically, we're coming up and then we're going to fail. That's this chart right here. So this chart is showing basically what happened last time. We had our double peak. We had the spike.
Oh, you didn't switch.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Can y'all see it?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so right here we got the double peak, the spike up right here, and this is where we're at. And after this level, we actually have our long drawn out bear market for like a year and a half. So some people are saying, look, if we go to where we are right now, we got the double peak, we got the spike up, and then, you know, we could be signaling that long, drawn out bear market. This is worst case scenario right here for me, you know. But then there's also that other side. So when I go back to this chart real quick again, if we bounce at that level, we will continue up and probably have a top, you know, higher around the 170K level. And that's this chart right here, where you see in 2011, we had, you know, we came down to a bottom here. We had this sideways action, and then we went up. It's kind of like where we are right here. We had to we'll see if we get some sideways action and head back up. So right now it's basically, you know, I think this is the last bull market, like 2017, 2018, versus the previous bull market before that, 2011. So where do y'all think we at? Y'all think we're gonna redo 2011, or we're gonna redo, you know, we're going to redo 2018 here? Or if you're on bullish side, you think we're about to redo 2011 right here?
You know, I'm bullish. Always bullish.
So,
Bullish.
So on this chart, this would be, you know, we break through the bear trap right here and we continue higher.
Okay. What's your thoughts, AK? What are you thinking about the market so far? How are you feeling? Because I know you knew.
Hey, that's a very valid perspective, Jay. You know, I was definitely concerned about that that double top retest on Bitcoin chart. So that, you know, that's a very strong possibility. But I kind of want to go to a chart that not too many people are talking about, which is the tether dominance chart. You know, if it's one thing I know is a double top pattern, and right now that's what I see on the macro tether dominance chart.
This is definitely, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, man, it looks like we're kind of breaking down, and I don't know what moving average that is. That's a 34 right there, in the light blue.
The 13.
13. Yeah, I see us coming way back down, man, clearing the lows, and having a pretty serious, unexpected bull market, man. You know, I could be dead wrong. I'm just some guy talking on the internet, but that's what I see, man. And it could always go the other way. Of course, it could retest and keep on moving parabolically. I just don't see the likelihood of that right now. I think we, I think that's it. I think that's it for it might come up for one more quick double top and come back down, but it looks like it's rolling over to me, man. You know, and
I'm with you.
That's good for Bitcoin and altcoins, man. You know,
I'm happy, man. We got some bull takes here. We got some bearish takes. So you gotta be prepared for both sides, guys. You gotta be prepared. I started DCAing around after tax day. I told you guys I'm starting to think that this is going to be a staircase up. It's going to be a hated rally, and most people are on the sideline, especially retail. Institutions are now in the space. I told you guys last stream that things have changed, in my opinion, to where Bitcoin is more of an institutional asset than it was before, and this thing is not going to play out the same way it did before. But that's just my opinion. You know, we're going to see how it plays out, though.
Well, real quick, speaking of that, what are the institutions actually doing all-time high in? So there's that what everybody's saying is bullish right now, is that institutions are just waiting for this bill to pass or waiting for this bill to even get confirmed before they start making moves, and then they will continue to do what the stock market's doing. So that's the bull case.
Yeah, and we got another Ponzi with Michael Saylor and his stretch. They're buying a bunch of.
Buy some more.
Yeah. And I believe there's going to be another Ponzi like that too with institutions. So we'll see how this is going to play out, though. Ravi says, I don't understand the hype around Venice. I find Banker way superior than Venice. Oh, we could talk about that. We could talk about that. Let's fucking go on Liquid. Yeah, that was a good trade overnight. That was a good trade. We'll look at the Liquid in just a second here. I don't think they got the chart up there, Jay. I don't think they got the chart up there.
Okay, I was about to look for it.
Alts have been on a downtrend since 2024 December. Actually, what you think about that, Jay?
He said, he said alts have been on a downtrend since December 24. Actually, let's see. Let's go.
2024.
Let's check it out. October 2025. Let's see. You said when 2024?
December 2024. I think he means 2025.
Okay,
I want to say 2025 because I don't think it's been 2024.
Yeah. That's where I've been talking about the top. So over here, I was saying, hey, we're hitting the top, and we're probably going to come lower. That was when I thought that was going to happen. But yeah, since 2024, I mean, we're just back at the levels that we were at in 2024 is what happened. We went up. We did have a nice run, from 800 billion to 160 trillion, but then we're right back down at those levels again. So
Yeah, so also you can see we did have an alt season. You guys just had to be in the right altcoins to experience that alt season.
yes, that's very important too. Is like I hate when people say, "Oh, we didn't have an alt season yet. We didn't have an alt season yet." But it's like, I mean, you got to decide what you're calling alt season. If you're talking about a retail rally that brings a ton of money into the market, we definitely had that.
Yeah, I agree. If you guys aren't paying attention to the AI space right now, so much stuff is going on in AI. It's honestly crazy. You guys can see Google just launched their new laptop category for the AI era. We told you guys last stream, OpenAI is dropping an agentic phone. Now you're seeing Google dropping a new laptop for the AI era. This bubble's not bursting no time soon. There's so much innovation that's going to be coming from here. Everything is just happening right now. Meta acquires a robot intelligence. They acquire assured robot intelligence to power humanoid robots push. So it's looking like Meta's getting into the whole the robotic space as well. The last time we see Meta did something so crazy where they got into the space was when they called they went from Facebook to Meta. That was a big push in the whole metaverse industry. Will the same happen as well? But there's a bunch of companies also focusing on robotics too. So Meta doing this move here is also a good sign. Even though a lot of you guys don't probably like Meta as well, so I don't. But China is doing more things for robotics. All the development right now is happening in robotics, and that's what makes me believe that the big AI trade that you guys do not want to miss out on, especially if you missed out on AI agents, is robotics, right? It's going to come on chain, and people are going to miss out on some of these low cap robotics plays just because of the previous rally or the previous market that we had. They wasn't making a lot of moves right now,
Yeah.
right? What do you think about that, Jay?
No, definitely. And like in the regular sector, at all these conferences, it's all about robotics. Everything's going towards robotics and not just humanoids, like I like how this is showing that arm, that little just robotic arm right there. I
Yeah,
talked about last time on stream, the robotic toilet. So yeah, basically devices that are AI devices is going to be the main thing.
yeah, embodied AI. So there's going to be a lot in this space as of right now. Next, there's a live stream right now going on that you can watch on YouTube or on Twitter right here, where you're pretty much watching a robotics, a humanoid just organizing packages. This is your future right here. This is the future. You guys are missing out on it if you're not paying attention to robotics right now, right? This is all happening as of right now. Obviously, the development is a little bit slow. There's going to be a new humanoid robot store that's going to be opening in San Francisco called Rec. I don't know if you heard of this, Jay, because I know you're around that area, right?
Yeah. No, I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, so this is going to be a humanoid store, pretty much. That's going to be coming out. So we're going to see how this is going to be playing out. I didn't ask you, AK, how you feel about robotics?
Man, I can't help but be bullish, man. I don't know too many coins, but I see China building all type of robots, man. Army robots, demolition robot, in-house robots, man. So it's China. When you look at China, it's probably a good idea to just realize that's what the future is heading to, man. Like just with all this new technology, man. So I have no choice but to be bullish on robotics.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Jay.
No, I was just saying that's right. That's true because China is one of the they got one of the leading robot. Like a lot of the robots at like these conferences are like stumbling around, and the China robots are kind of walking smooth.
Yeah. And you guys can see Solana actually said the future is agentic and robotics. I would put that all together, honestly. Anything agentic, you guys cannot miss out on anything agentic, right? They're telling you on chain. You've seen how Coinbase is honestly moving towards AI agents. We talked about that in stream. Everything that they're doing for not robotics, but agentic stuff. Base is going to be that agentic chain, in my opinion. I don't know how you guys feel about Base being an agentic chain. How you feel about that? Either one of you guys.
I got no problem with it, man. As long as that money coming in.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's a good answer. Looking at some of these comments before we get into the altcoins again. Why are alts pumping when BTC dominance is in a big uptrend? What do you think about that, Jay?
Because BTC dominance is less of a factor against altcoins right now. Look at stablecoin dominance as well. That's why we talked about stablecoin dominance. Like sometime like a couple years ago, we realized that, you know, BTC wasn't the dominant trading pair anymore. It's USDT. So then looking at the USDT dominance will give you a better idea of what's happening there.
I might go all in on Peak. Reminds me of early helium, and it covers the robotics and machine economy. I would be surprised if Peak doesn't go to 1 billion at least. Woo!
1 billion. What's Peak at right now?
It's at like 40 some million.
Oh yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be nice.
We'll talk about it. Robot money, yes, that's a part of the Peak ecosystem. If you guys seen my video on the low cap AI agents, I gave you guys robot money before it actually started to pump. So we'll look at robot money once we get to that Peak section. Aki does look good. Yes. Another guy, Peak. Yes. I remember watching Jay back in 2020. Man, those were some great times for crypto. I used to be excited for this piece. Damn, Jay.
I know.
You gotta get back to getting the content going, man.
Yeah, I'm back now. I started making some videos. I'm gonna keep it up.
Hey, I used to watch Jay too before I started making content. Green Bean says you've been talking about Peak for a while. I'm not. Yeah, y'all not ready for all the videos I'm gonna drop on Peak just yet. Y'all not ready. Crypto trading. What's AK's handle? X handle. What's your handle, AK?
At DJ Straps with a Z. DJ STRAPZ.
Is it not just could I not just look up AK?
Yeah, let's see. Go ahead. You can just pull it up.
Yeah, there you go, right there.
There it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna change it in a minute, man. But I ain't got around to it yet. Man.
That's his X handle there. Peak will hit 2 billion. Dang, we getting some price predictions on Peak.
2 billion. Okay, let me see the Peak chart real quick. I gotta bring it to the.
Hold on. Save it for that.
All right.
Big E was good. Big E. I tagged you in the group. Man. We was talking about the peptide trade. I don't know if you missed it. Let's continue on. Let's look at these altcoins. Real quick. Let's look at these altcoins. Trending altcoins. The biggest losers and biggest gainers and losers. Today we got Jensen AI. I was going to talk about this in a video and some new AI altcoins that you guys should pay attention to, but it's pumped 52%.
Crazy.
Pumped 52%. What else we got here?
Have news?
I don't even know. I didn't really look into it just yet.
Okay.
But I was going to talk about it in the upcoming video. We got TIG. TIG is up 22%. Nothing too crazy. Telcoin still around. Billions has been going nuts. Sapien is getting bigger into robotics, guys. Remember the tagline I told you? Don't fade the co-founder of Base. We'll talk about Sapien too. What else we got here? Peanut the squirrel is actually pumping 7%.
Okay.
What's going on here?
Peanut the squirrel.
I got a little bit of peanut.
remember we played that as a meme.
Yeah.
Losers here.
You still got peanut, AK?
Still a little bit, moonbagging it.
Okay.
Banker's down 0.7%. 40 million market cap, nothing too crazy. Okay, so before we actually talk about the robotics, I did see someone ask about Venice, right? Why was they bullish on Venice? Why was the hype around Venice? Essentially, it's the flywheel. It's honestly that simple. The flywheel is going well for Venice, and as AI agents get bigger in the space, the demand for inference and all of that plays into Venice. Now, if you didn't watch my video today, you guys should go watch that video. I did talk about Venice. I did give you guys let me not log in here, or unless it already let me log in. It's expired. But anyways, they do have a dashboard on their flywheel, right? So all pro subscriptions that people have with Venice goes into their buybacks and burns for the Venice tokens, which offsets the emissions that they got going on. So essentially, to put it very simple, the demand for AI, as more people create AI agents, from your Hermes, your OpenClaws, IronClaws, whatever other, frameworks that they got for AI agents,
Mhm.
they can use Venice to power that AI, right? It gives them their inference, it gives them different models in terms of Opus, Chat GPT, all of that, right? And that goes back into Venice's flywheel of buybacks and burns. And if you guys don't know, I think they got like 20 million users or something. Let me see if they got it over here. They didn't even show it over here. Let me see. It was trending. It was trending. But they got something like 20 million users on that platform, right? Something like 20 million users, and that's why it's looking pretty good. Think about that many users and how many of them got their pro subscription, pro plus subscriptions. That means they're continuously buying back the tokens and burning the tokens. Let me see if there's a post that they put out recently on how much burns that they have
Yeah,
here.
and that's super bullish that they're going to use the subscriptions for that.
You can see here in March, there's unclaimed airdrop tokens. Well, this is actually just the tokens that's been unclaimed. All the burns here. Total supply, 42% has been burned so far, right? So, where is it at? Can I even see? You even got the DMV. It's too long. I don't feel like reading all of this, but you guys get to understand. Go watch my video today on Venice, and you'll see what makes Venice so bullish. And not only that, they're partnering with other altcoins in this space that adds more utility to Venice to buying back the tokens and burning the tokens. So we can see Venice at like a few $billion market cap very soon here, especially now more of the bigger guys loving it too. I don't know. What you thinking about it, Jay?
No, that's super bullish. I mean, I wasn't really like hip to VVV. I know a lot of people were bullish on it, but I didn't get in on it. So I saw it around like 200 market cap. I was like, but
Yeah.
this thing, yeah, that buyback for the is bullish, super bullish.
Yeah, and then if you think about it, what you call it, Venice and Banker are not the same. They're not really doing the same thing.
Yeah, I was
For
gonna say
me,
that. Yeah,
yeah, for me, the way you could look at Banker, Banker is like the interface for AI agents. How do I want to put it? Essentially, they're allowing the AI agents to maneuver in the space. Like, remember the video I made? I said AI agents are the new apps. Banker is allowing that to happen, giving the tools to the AI agents to go on to something like your perp decks, like Hyperliquid, Polymarket Trade, do all those things for you. That's what Banker is allowing the AI agents to do, while Venice is providing the inference for these AI agents. So they're tackling two different things at this point in time. All right. So hopefully that answers your question there. And then Bullish didn't know that. What do you mean? Binance spot listing.
yeah,
That's
there
why.
was some listing. Yeah, that's why I pumped.
Oh, for who? For
Inside, yeah.
okay. What virtuals ecosystem coins are the most must buy if someone's bullish as fuck on virtual? You keep it simple. Virtuals is very cheap right now. You just buy virtuals. If you want a beta, you go with Game, but we don't know. They haven't given us an update on Game recently. There's been some other altcoins that they brought up like Nox, things like that. So the AI agents is still there. I don't like it. Venice is the peanut. Oh, man. Oh man, nah. Venice is good. I think if you're rooting for crypto to win, you should be rooting for a few altcoins. That's Venice. So yeah. But now getting into our topic of the day, we're looking at robotics. Robotics coins right now. This is honestly a very cheap sector, guys. You're looking at the entire market cap under $1 billion market cap, sitting at exactly $832 million. And if you take away virtuals right now, because virtuals is doing everything, robotics, AI, I already told you, they dominating, they trying to dominate the whole AI space. But if you take away just virtuals, this drops to 33 million, 3,300, no, 333 million market cap. So that's how big virtuals has boosted this up right now. While that means the other altcoins under it is fairly cheap. You're looking at GeoNet, 58 million market cap. IoTex, 47 million market cap. Jay is going to be talking about Fabric here at 45 million market cap. Peak, 45. Aki, 36. So the opportunity right now, if you want some true gains and you want to position yourself for the next wave, the next run, I believe it's in robotics. What you think, Jay?
No, definitely. And I'm just going down this list. I'm going, man, Vader, Neutron. There's a bunch of them on here that are like super cheap right now. But like
Yeah.
we can't keep saying it enough. Like, where does this AI thing go next? It goes towards robotics. And if you look at what just happened in AI crypto, that's where the bull run was. Then the next run will be in this.
Yeah. How you feeling, AK? What you thinking about robotics right now? The altcoins, not the narrative itself. The altcoins.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. This ain't my level of expertise, y'all. I'm a
I
student of
know.
it. You feel what I'm saying? I got a little something to add after we get off robotics, though. You feel me? So yeah, man. I'm gonna say
Okay.
like a sponge.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So getting into the first pick that we're going to be looking at, Jay, what you thinking about your Robo? I seen the video you dropped earlier today, so I had to ask you what you thinking about Robo.
Yeah, man, Robo. I'm super bullish on Robo now. Like, just looking at, and one of the reasons why I keep talking about how I've been around these conferences. I've gone to a couple of them, and Open Mind has been out there. There was one in Silicon Valley recently where they did some talks. But yeah, getting more bullish on Robo, and getting more bullish on like any project that's working in like I don't want to say just inference, but like in the whole like data side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the machine training side, getting people to train robots. They're paying people to like train robots and stuff like that. So yeah, getting more bullish on Robo for sure.
You said you saw it at a conference. What was the conference about?
The conference was it was like a Silicon Valley. Here, I brought up let me bring it up because I wanted to show. This was it was like at the Silicon Valley Center, and they were talking about just robotics in general. But literally, it was like this talk had the most people in it out of all the talks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like they had the most people just sitting there like taking notes, people trying to talk to the founders, investors, like, and it was a lot of attention on just open mind in general.
Okay.
Of course, make more bullish on Robo and robotics.
The Biggie says Repo, Strike Robot, and Robo. Yeah, I like that right there. You asked, is Robo Virtual's ecosystem? I don't think so. It's not really a part of the. Well, actually, they do have a partnership with Virtuals. Some of you guys may have missed that, but it was a while ago that they posted it. Essentially, they're working with Virtuals to power their embodied AI, right? So they're looking to give their AI agents a body through Robo, and it was their Titan launch as well. I think, yeah, Jay, what you call it, Big E said it there. Yeah, so it was a part of their Titan launch. And then as right now, Deuce TGE is soon. Yeah, we're going to talk about that as well. Can you check out Bev tier 1 listing? Okay, give me 1 second here. But yeah, Robo looks very good in my opinion. Again, this is another newer launch altcoin, so there's going to be some inflation that comes out later. You can see there's like close to 5x inflation. Yeah. But if we're able to get that, if we're able to get that robotics narrative very early, like right now, we could see Robo actually start to pump. And it actually did move up a little bit in the last. Okay, not. I thought I saw it green. Maybe I missed
green a couple of days ago. Actually, I was about to drop a video on it. I knew it was green like a couple of days ago. But yeah, like as more and more robots come on the market, they're gonna have a different, a lot. They're gonna need a different. They're gonna all go for multiple of these companies, like what Robo is doing. And they're testing them out right now, and you can see, like I was saying, like we were talking about like some of the Chinese robots. Like a part of that is using a good machine learning tech.
Yeah,
a good training tech.
So. I agree. I fully agree right there. Now, for me, now that we was talking about virtuals, right? Now virtuals here, obviously, you guys know Virtuals has been around for a little bit now. You guys already know they've been doing everything for AI agents, but they also been diving into robotics. And now, for some people, they're probably not even noticing. Virtuals is looking to do something called, like, they want to be the OS for AI, pretty much the operating system. They recently, I think I didn't even bring it up. But they recently announced something called, what was it called here? There you go, Economy OS. They got their whole thing that they're building out here. Now, they've been shipping out so much stuff, it's hard to honestly fade what virtuals is doing. Has it translated into the price as of right now? Obviously not, because the market is very shaky, but it has moved up from its lows of like 50 cents. It has moved up. It got close to 2x already, to like, it got to like 90 some cents. 90, yeah, 90, exactly 90 cents on the dot, right? Exactly 90 cents. And of course, I told you guys, they had their little batches, base batches with, Coinbase. Coinbase is finally giving them the exposure that they needed, because I don't know why they was, fading virtuals, but they had their base batches. We seen the altcoins that won in that base batches. It was one like a Open Gotchi or something, I don't remember that one, and there was Strike Robot in there. There was a third one also in that whole cohort of like altcoins that was there. But they're also making bull cases on humanoids, right? They're talking about humanoid robotics and things like that, because they got their new launch that's coming out, the Ex Machina launch. The Ex Machina launch here is going to be coming out in 12 days. And you guys know I've been very bullish on this. I've been telling you guys why Ex Machina could be a very good robotics play when it drops. You guys can see it's going to be a Titan launch on Virtual Protocol. Virtual Protocol got the launchpad thing in the bag, but Ex Machina is going to be coming out here, and they're also going to be on Peak. You guys already know that's a Peak incubated play, but also will be launched on virtuals here. Now, there's also another reason I'm actually getting pretty bullish on Ex Machina than I was before. Simply put it, a new thing came out into the stock market called Robot Strategy. Some of you guys may have missed it, but this just IPO'd, right? Robot Strategy is an investment vehicle focused on robotics and embodied AI. Their main holdings is Figure AI, which is 25%, Apptronics another 25%, and Dyna Robotics, just general robotics, another 25%. This, if you guys, they calling it a investment vehicle, right? Mm-hmm. But in crypto terms, it's a DAO for robotics, right? So this recently came out, and this is exactly what Ex Machina is doing. They have their own investment vehicle for robotics as well. As you can see, they do own some Figure AI. They do own some, Let me go to their website here. I think they own, Apptronics.
So Ex Machina actually owns these projects?
No, not own the projects, but just like, they give people access to these projects through their DAO.
Yeah, okay.
Right, just like Robot Strategy is doing that IPO'd. But let me go to the website here.
Right now.
Yeah, because if you guys don't know, none of us are really getting access to these private companies that are coming out of IPO, right? Yeah. Especially when it comes down to robotics. This is like just private investors that can only get into it, which is shitty. But for us to get into it, we need to find different investment vehicles. Just like there was a few stocks that went crazy in the stock market because they had access to Anthropic, OpenAI. They had those all in their portfolios, and those stocks went crazy because people are really hungry for the access. Right. But yeah, let me see if I could even go into the DAO portal here. It's Deuce price is going to be 6 cents. We'll see how it's going to look. Fully diluted 60 million isn't too bad. You can see their treasury here. They have 35 million in their treasury. Latest proposals. Yeah, latest proposals. You guys can propose on the altcoin. No, I keep saying altcoins. You can see I'm clouded with crypto, man. But you can actually vote on the type of robotic companies you want in that DAO, right? So you got all of these here. So for me, if I'm looking at, where is it at here? If I'm looking at this, actually, could I? Let me see if I can pull it up here. I don't think they got the actual like stock up. But yeah, anyways, this has IPO'd and it went pretty nuts. And that shows to me that there's demand for an investment vehicle for robotics, which is why I'm bullish on Ex Machina there. Any thoughts on that, Jay?
Yeah, for sure, because my top holding token got bought out by a company who's doing the exact same thing. And they just launched today, actually. AI Squared acquired DAG. And they acquired a bunch of, and DAG is like a central data layer for a bunch of stuff, but now focusing in on AI. And then they bought like 4 or 5 other companies, and they're pretty much doing like the same thing. And when the stock dropped, so far it's doing good. It's only about a couple hours old.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That looks
I,
pretty interesting.
yeah, I can see this happening more and more. Like you said, if people want access to some of these private companies that they can't
Yeah.
get without being accredited.
The private sector is just annoying, man. I want access to these, right? And while we're talking about another robotics play and Virtual's ecosystem is Strike Robot. Strike Robot actually, I think they came number 2 in the base batches for the kind of thing that Virtual's held. But for them, what made them go crazy was the partnership that they announced with Venice. As you guys know, I told you the connections to Venice is strong. If you're working with Venice, you might pump, right? We caught some plays that pumped for this week here, right? But they announced their partnership with Venice that is going to be starting with their SR Agentic and SR platform. What does this partnership means? Essentially, Venice as a VLM reasoning engine inside of the SR Agentic. They're going to be handling vision, language understanding, reasoning across complex environments, and natural language reporting through its open AI capability API. So, you guys can see here, this is something that's going on with their little robotics thing here. So this is another play. It's a low cap. I do think that once that robotics narrative comes around, you're going to see plays like Strike Robot, the actual like micro caps that you guys like to play, very low market caps. Those are actually going to start taking off as well. But right now, since there's no IRL like catalyst, no one's really talking about robotics. They're only talking about AI agents as of right now. But that's the reason I'm pretty bullish on Strike Robot. Have you heard of Strike Robot, Jay?
Yeah, we talked about it last stream, and it's actually, I've been watching. It's actually had a nice pump after that. It did like a 3x, but now it's sitting on support. I'm kind of like I'm thinking about getting into this.
Yeah, I agree. I know AK hasn't been looking at the virtual plays, but what do you think about? Yeah, go ahead.
A couple. I've been looking at the AI XBT.
Okay. For AI agents, yeah.
Yeah, that look good to me.
Can I go ahead?
No, go ahead, bro. I was gonna go on a tangent, but I'll let you finish before.
What's the tangent?
All right, so I think it goes hand in hand with robotics, but all these big companies are pretty much fighting for who has the fastest AI, and that brings up a few problems, a few bottlenecks, which all boil down to compute power. So basically, everybody's on a race for the best AI agent, AI technology. But what happens when the prices get too high for everybody, and then stuff like that? It just comes up with bottlenecks, and just it's too expensive. It's too energy heavy. You're gonna have to come up with a solution. And right now, there's a few projects that I want to highlight. One of them is Theta, that's specializing in compute, and one of them is Gonka. They both pretty much do the same thing, but the thing about with Gonka is they're trying to create a worldwide GPU marketplace, which I find is very, very interesting. And you on Theta right now. Theta, that's out. If
they doing compute now?
Yeah, no, they've been building compute for the past 4 or 5 years now.
Really? I thought they was just doing YouTube type thing.
No, they pivoted from YouTube. They pivoted from NFTs. A lot of people are sleeping on that, and obviously, y'all, this is not financial advice, but a couple $100 in there might not be a bad idea right now while they on the ground. Everybody calling them dead scammers. If y'all been around for a while, that's hidden language for buy me. You feel me? When especially if it's still working. So when it comes to compute, these two projects, they stand out to me. Theta along with T-Fuel, T-Drop, and also this new project created by these two Russian brothers called Gonka, Gon.
Yeah, I'm right here. It's not out yet.
Yeah, it ain't out yet. But the thing about it is,
you can get nodes.
You can go on there and you can buy nodes and mine it before it's released. And right now you can get a shared node for like $120, man. I mean, something like that. You could probably just put money in there and just forget about it.
Okay, listen, I gotta look into Gonka. I did. You did bring it up the last live stream in the comments. Actually didn't look into it, but I gotta look into. Did I follow them?
Oh yeah, AI compute is the new currency. I didn't see
Yeah,
that one for Gomber actually.
Larry Fink said compute is definitely the new currency, and that's what got a lot of people bullish on it.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
man. You know, it kind of goes hand in hand with what y'all was talking about with robotics. But you know, maybe this is a problem before we get to robotics. You know, I mean,
Yeah, it's definitely a problem with this. This problem, like the compute problem, and well, it's the high cost of compute and the high cost of inference is what everybody's like talking about.
To
You
make
know.
it cheaper, essentially, yeah, that's
yeah,
another bottleneck.
Yeah.
The infinite compute layer. This is also a new compute play that Protect just told us to look into. Brev,
Brev,
Brevis,
Brevis,
31 million market cap.
for sure. Good.
31 million market cap. That just goes straight into what AK was just talking about. Compute.
Straight up, man. My man is informed. You said Brevis. I ain't never heard of that.
I think I felt like I heard of it and probably thought it was a scam.
31 million. Yeah, I'm on that, man.
Let's see.
I can't
They got
remember.
everybody on here. They got QuickSwap, Theta, Open Eden. They got a bunch of crypto projects on here. Trusted by the best. Trusted by MetaMask.
As long as I see base there, because I'm a base maxi, guys. I ain't gonna lie.
What about Linea? You like Linea?
Linea, no, that's the feds.
Yo,
Yeah.
they jerked me out my linear, man. I ain't even claim on time. Shit crazy.
All the microcaps you guys mentioned are on Peak. Yes, that's what most people don't know. Peak does have their own network, which is going to be Aki. You got Aki that's on Peak. You got Robot Money as well that's going to be on Peak. Which is, if you guys don't know, Robot Money is looking to be like a hedge fund, pretty much for robotics as well. They're doing something pretty different, and they recently started to pump. After I made my video, people started to look into it a little bit. Oh, now it's down 23%. As you can see, when you mess with these low caps, micro caps, I should say, they can have big moves, and they could go up big, come down big. But yeah, Robot Money is going to be something. As the Peak narrative picks up, robotics narrative pick up, you're going to start seeing people on X start to shield the micro caps like Robot Money, like Woon. Woon also started to go up a little bit too. And before because we're actually going to be talking about Peak too, so we're actually going to save a little bit of this for that Peak section. But Woon actually did go up a little bit too. But this is like the social media intern for like Peak. It's actually like a hired AI agent for the Peak ecosystem, right? And if you held Woon, I think it's something like if you hold Woon or something, or you track their investments, because they actually got a little airdrop from Deuce. Let me see if I can find the tweet.
Wound holders did?
Huh?
You said
What'd you say?
wound holders got the airdrop from Deuce?
I'm not too certain. I forgot. Essentially, they had like an airdrop for Wound, but I think it was maybe for the agent itself because it's actually hired by them. Yeah. So you can see, Peak already said they put out this tweet here. Already handled 25,000 Deuce in your wallet, Wound. So it was just to Wound.
Okay.
So this is going to be something interesting there. Wound agent on Peak can run hard if Peak picks up. Yep, we just highlight that.
Wound
Tau is lagging lately. I wouldn't say it's lagging lately. It's more Tau had a big run, guys.
Yeah, Tau was at 150 a couple months ago.
Yeah, Tau had a nice little run. I wouldn't say it's lagging.
Up some.
Let's look at the past 3 months here. Look, I wouldn't say that's lagging from all the way 176 to 305.
It got down to 140.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, it's definitely not lagging at all.
It's in the
Peak
billions.
Tau, go ahead.
It's in the billions. You just got to get out one time.
Yeah. Peak and Tau, I'm most bullish on. I like it. Tau is me and Jay been talking about Tau hitting 4 digits since Tau came out. Thoughts on Clinker? I'll be honest, I'm not too bullish on Clinker, guys. I'm not too bullish on Clinker. I don't see much that Clinker could actually do right now to be relevant. Essentially, they do have good tokenomics, that I'll give them. And you can see here, they got what we call pumponomics here. Outside of that, I don't know. It's just a launch pad with nothing too special anymore, especially after Banker left. You tell me if you find something interesting on it, and I'll probably change my mind. Do I like Fala? I used to like Fala. I do have it in the HQ as a watch list. Altcoin here. Let me see. Let me see the grade I gave it in the HQ. I do have it here. There we go. I gave it an 80%. I gave it a, you know, I said I did. Oh, actually, I did talk about everyone being, you know, bullish on inference, private inference here. So I did talk a little bit about what Fala is doing and why I added it to the watch list here. So you can see it there as well. So I'm still here on Fala. Where's Fala at in terms of the price today? What you think about it, Jay?
Well, Follow? I haven't looked at Follow in a minute, to be honest. I gotta look at it again.
Yeah, this thing is at 29 million market cap. Is actually pretty good in terms of the tokenomics. Most of the tokens is out.
Yeah, I was gonna say
very good.
I know a lot of the tokens are out already. That's one of the things about it.
It still has good trading volume too. Still has very good trading volume.
So trusted AI, private execution, verifiable results. Run.
Let me do some
models.
Let me do something here. Let's go to the forensic tools. Let's check out what Fala is looking like over here. Let's look at that. Let's look at it. I want to see the realized profits. If anybody's really in profits, I want to see who's holding it still. When did you guys get into SR? So I called, you guys can watch it on my videos a bunch of times. I called SR when it first came out as a robotics play. I didn't hold the whole way. So I'm gonna tell you that right now. I didn't hold the whole way of that pump that it had. Did I move from deck screener? Yeah, I didn't hold the whole way from robotics, from SR. It had a nice little pump, but I missed out on that. One of my members still held it. Jensen is one of my AI compute plays. I forgot. Yeah, Jensen is doing AI compute. Let me see, because they were. Where's the trending altcoins here?
Okay, that's right. Fala is the one who had they have a GPU marketplace.
Yeah, they had that a little bit ago. I don't know if they still got it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. GPU marketplace. It looks like they got CPUs on here.
When Jensen came out, people were mad about this one because they called it a scam. But you know, people always do that when they don't get the right airdrop.
Sometimes that's good. Sometimes it ain't.
Trusted by MetaMask. Yeah, I told you, Lenny is the feds, guys. Lenny is the feds.
Man.
They got consensus too. So do you like Brev?
I mean, sometimes you can't sleep on those companies, man.
You can't. No, those are real companies. It's just the feds, you know.
Yeah.
I do like Brev. Did I take profits on Liquid? Yes. I actually was going to get back in. Shut up. Let me bring it up. I don't want to shill too much, but as you guys know, I've been trying to tell you guys, if you guys want some good plays in this space, you guys got to join that Patreon group. All right? We here spotting everything out. We called this play Liquid a few days right before it pumped, just because actually the person that asked about Clanker, if you guys don't know, this token here, where is it at? There we go. This token here was launched by the co-founder of Clanker. Right, you can see that massive candle right there, massive candle. Now I called it down here. The reason I called it was because of the fact that they were hinting at a connection to Venice. This is another launch pad on Base. They was on Solana at first. They ported over to Base, right? And they said essentially their connection is going to be any launches that come out through Liquid will be paired with Diem, the second token that Venice has. That brings more demand and utility to that whole Venice ecosystem, right? That means new launches is just going to have some good compute power that comes out directly. So you guys can see it right here. It pumped right after the news. It actually came out while I was asleep. Well, the news came out while I was asleep. I woke up to some good gains. Let me see if I can find the tweet for you guys here. So, actually, the co-founder himself is making some tweets. You can see co-founder of Clanker. You're not going to if you're bullish on Clanker, you're not going to fake this guy, right? So where was it? He actually made the post. Oh, actually, this is I'm gonna have to look into that one. We're gonna keep that on the side. But you can see agent launches token, right? Token denominates in Diem. Agent earns Diem with every swap. So the agent is able to earn these tokens by them, like earn Diem. Right, agent stakes the Diem on Ask Venice. That means now that agent now could get its own compute, $1 of compute power per day for all the swaps that has happened on it. Right, so this is bringing different type of utility for Venice itself and bring a utility for the agents that is launched through Liquid. This is honestly an ingenious innovation to a new launchpad, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is why I'm not bullish on Clinker. They're not doing anything to make themselves different as a launchpad. While you got something like this, even though I don't like their website, I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't like their website at all. There's been some launches on here, but again, since it's a Clinker co-founder and Clinker was once a successful launchpad, I'm not gonna fade the guy. Is this thing going to load for me or not? What's going on here, man? But looking at while that loads, can you look at Ori, the first AI Oracle? God damn, I forgot about Ori.
AI Oracle. What is an AI Oracle? I remember. Yeah, I had some Ori.
Hey, what's going on here?
I remember when it came around that Oracle season.
I can't show you the website. God damn. But Ori, yeah, go ahead, Jay. My bad.
I was saying, I remember Ori around that AI. I mean, around Oracles when Oracles was popular, it was going crazy. But what's an AI Oracle?
I don't even know, but that was their tagline when they first came out.
Mm-hmm.
And then they actually had some launches themselves, which I think it got a little interesting there. But yeah, it was good. It was good for a little bit when that whole Oracle narrative was hot, and the entire circulating supply. The entire supply is out. So if they're actually doing something interesting, this could run.
This could fly. It's only at 8 million, so
Yeah.
with all the tokens being out, that's cool. So
I still follow them. Oh shit, AI layer 1. They're layer 1 now. What the heck is going on here?
yeah, a lot of coins going to later one after Ethereum started tripping.
Okay. They at least got some updates, so I guess.
Okay. They got some vaults, AI gold vaults.
But I am going to
I have to
unfollow them
look
for
into
now.
what they're doing again.
Okay. But Ori is there. Yes, Cyber When. I actually talked about Cyber When or whatever today in that video. The reason I talked about it is because it is connected to Venice as well. I don't know if it's like Eric Voorhees' wife that launched it. I actually don't even know the proper utility for it, but we did talk about it in that Patreon group when it first, because anything that's connected to Venice right now is a gold mine. If you want to make some money, look for something that is working with Venice. This is why we also played. Do I got it up here? No, I don't got it up here. This is also why we called out and played this token called Warden. Man, we just talking about AI. This is supposed to be a robotic stream, guys.
It's the same.
Yeah, you're right.
To get put into machines, man.
You right. So we called this out. We called this out in the Patreon group. I said they just started partnering with the co-founder of Venice to launch their own marketplace. Right now, if you guys don't know, Venice actually had on their roadmap that they wanted to launch an AI marketplace where you can buy AI inference, you can buy different things. But I think that's coming through Halo. I don't know particularly per se, but I made the call into the Discord. We got in, wrote a nice little 5x, pretty good games. I actually didn't like it because it was on BNB, but I had to go over there and make the money. Like AK said, where the money is at is where the money is at. So that's what I did with that. So Jensen will be huge, or wait for other tokens to launch. You can play Jensen. Jensen is a new altcoin, of course. That means with that also comes with new vesting. But you can see here, it's about 10x, 9 and some change x away from the total supply. Let's see if Crypto Rank does bless us and see if we could see the vesting from it. And they actually have the best ticker, which is AI.
Yeah, the AI ticker.
Yeah, let's see. Actually, they don't even got the vesting up here. But yeah, you can see there's about a 9x difference from the tokenomics there. If things start taking off, if the bull market happens, you can see some of these altcoins start to fly really quick. So now getting back into more of the topic of the stream today, more of the topic here, because we did go on a little tangent here. Where was I? All right, so there's a new launch that's going to be coming out on virtuals as well, called Oron X Robotics. They're looking to build, some things for robotics that has to do with wars. I don't know too much about it. I just seen that it was going to be launching on virtuals. They're not even listed up there just yet, but this could be a little interesting play for you guys if you want to play something on virtuals. Let me see. Are they actually up there? Are they already up here yet? We're looking at the launches. It's not even listed up here yet, so they don't have it listed just yet. We'll have to wait for them to get listed up here and see how the community takes it, right? So that I wanted to just bring to you guys. Now we're going to talk about my favorite altcoin, Peak, because I did get some DMs asking me, did I see the recent Peak pump? I'm like, come on, guys, you should know me by now. You should know me. This thing, actually, why did the market cap go like that? But it went from about about over a little half a cent, half a penny, or a little bit more than that, to about 2.5, right? 2.5. It got up to about 50 something million market cap, and that's when people started to get bullish on it. I did see some recent tweets on X. A lot of more people are starting to like Peak. I've been telling you guys, if you're bullish on robotics and the whole machine economy, Peak is at the cheapest price it can possibly be, especially now that they have changed everything with their tokenomics a little bit. They actually capped the FDV. I think the FDV came down. Let me actually, because Coin Market Cap actually has a better reading on it than CoinGecko for some reason. Here we go. Yeah, they capped the supply, not the market. The market cap. You can see here they capped the max supply at 5.66 billion. So that changes a lot of things for Peak. FDV right now is at 120 million, while the market cap is at 44 million. To me, this is still fairly cheap. A lot of you guys said it was going to go to $1 billion market cap, go to $2 billion market cap. If it does, I'm here for it. They announced a bunch of things that you guys should already know. The Peak OS, this gives machines an identity and things like that. So they're building out a lot of different things here. You guys can scroll down here. But they also recently announced their initial machine offerings, right? We talked about it multiple times on stream, that essentially, if you guys want access to the machine economy, right, they're going to have different things that's going to be up here through their dual mint. Dual mint is something I told you guys this about multiple times. I bought a robotics farm on dual mint here. They're going to have all different other things that you guys can actually invest into to get passive income, right? They also partnered with Peak, so this is how you're going to be getting some passive income. Peak recently announced their arcade claw. I didn't buy this one. What else they got here? They got their vending machine. I'm waiting for their robo taxis to go live on here for me to buy it. But now you guys can see they're actually partnering with CoinList to bring tokenized robots to a bunch of people now. So this is huge. This is how things is building out right now. This is all going to happen through CoinList. That means you're probably going to have the KYC to get access to these new robotics that they're going to give you access to, which, okay, that works out. But Peak is building, guys. Peak is building. I don't want you guys to miss out on the machine economy here. Let me see here. Some more comments here. Jay, how you feeling about Peak?
Super bullish on Peak. Been bullish on Peak. We've been talking about it. Definitely, I've been telling everybody to buy it.
Yep.
I'm one of my top holdings soon.
What about you, AK? Oh, AK probably stepped away. What are you looking at on the charts there? Is that the Peak chart?
That's the Peak.
I was on mute, yo. I said send this thing to the moon, man.
Oh yeah. What's the Peak chart looking like for you, Jay?
The Peak chart is finally starting to recover. Like we was talking about it over here. It was doing nothing but going down.
I was getting clowned. Don't remind me. I was getting clowned.
And then it got above. Didn't look nice. Rounded bottoms, pay the bills. Cup and handle broke above it. So, right here, and this is the mark. I'm looking at the market cap. I always look at the market cap chart on the short
okay.
chart. So definitely looking like this thing could 2x, if not 3x, in a couple of weeks.
Hey, I love it. Follow 1 billion plus tokens daily on Open Router. Okay, I didn't know that. Near AI privacy layer for 100 million users. Venice production integration. Ethereum L2. 84% supply circulating. 3.1 million verified annual revenue. That's always good. The revenue part is key. Because I think as crypto, I said it already multiple times, as crypto starts to mature, people aren't just going to be betting on what's on your roadmap. They want to see actual stuff. That means your revenue, the amount of users you got, that is going to be the winning altcoins, I believe, going into the next cycle. I don't know how you feel about that take, Jay or
Yeah.
AK.
Yeah, and those buybacks happening in the bear market is gonna help out with tokens
Yeah.
being inflationary in the bear market is gonna help out too. So that's good.
Idle protocol on Solana has burn mechanism. It looks like 10x from its current price. You might be shilling it, but I did see idle protocol. But since I'm not on Solana right now, I didn't play it. I think they was kind of comparing it to Venice or something. I don't remember. The thing about crypto is once an altcoin starts to pump, people start to look for the next one, calling it the next altcoin, the next crypto A or whatever.
The next thing,
Yeah.
Breach.
Like, look at this idle protocol. It's at 100. Yeah, see it? 152 mark. Yo, I'm telling you guys, some of you guys are going to have to start shifting away from the degen mindset as crypto starts to mature, guys. These are really going to be very tough to play, and especially if you're playing on Solana, you're playing in the hardest game of crypto. Solana has the most cabals over there that if you're not a part of some group chat, you might not make it out alive. But for right now, I guess if it does well, you could get a nice little price off of this, nice little run. No one's talking about Silencio. Yes, Silencio is on peak, and I have talked about it before. But again, pretty much looking to give Robotics ears, like how Aki is looking to give Robotics eyes with data, not spatial computing.
yeah,
Silencio is pretty much doing not fully the same thing, but just trying to give them the ears so they can listen and things like that. Because when Silencio came out, it was like a noise protocol, a noise deepen, where you could filter out the noise, earn Silencio tokens. So they started to shift from that to Robotics, try to give Robotics audio data. Power the world with your ears for AI. So pretty much that.
they're gonna have to do a little bit more than that. They're gonna have to go eyes, ears. The big one is touch.
Touch, yes.
If y'all know the company that's doing touch, let me know, because like touch is the hard one. Like how does a robot pick up a glass versus an egg versus a piece of metal?
Yeah. Understanding the difference between them.
And understanding the difference between them is going to be important. So that if there's a company doing that training or has that software, then yeah.
So Silencio put out this tweet here. Major AI labs are buying voice data right now. Okay, that could be key. A client is actively looking for two types of recording and payment moves fast once they review your submissions. Okay, so this is for people to actually submit. So people are buying some voice data. I don't know if you want your own voice up there. I'm telling you, AI is getting scary. I don't know if you want these companies to have your voice. They probably already got it, but
if you ever use Google or Siri, they got you. You already agreed to it.
You're not wrong. But also with Silencio, they do have some burn mechanism to them as well. So that could be a good selling point for them. But right now, I'm not seeing too much though. I really did call this out previously. I do think when Robotics take off, peak ecosystem will take off as a whole. Actually, let me see if I could. Let's go look at what they got on there right now that's live.
Well, the train and earn is huge right now, so that could be a thing. Like I'm seeing a lot of that here, at these conferences too. Like train and earn is getting a lot of attention, so they could be, that could help.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point there too. That's a very good point there. So if you guys don't know, this is going to be the DEX that's going to be on peak. Now, I'm not telling you they got a token already, but I'm saying if you think about it, if you do some swaps on here, if you do some swaps and they do have an airdrop or they do announce a token, I do think they will give out a little airdrop. Nothing too crazy though. So right now, what they have on the peak ecosystem, they have Over, which was a metaverse play, but now they're doing spatial computing as well for Robotics. Rice AI is up here. They're not on BNB, right? They're still on BNB as a multi-chain. Acura is here. I did talk about this. They're doing some data stuff. They're up here. This is one of the recent launches from Peak as well. Silencio is up here. Top Brew is up here as well. Codex, Aki, right? So It's building out right now. It's honestly building out right now. It's not too crazy, but it's building out.
Oh yeah, I'm doing all my swaps on there from now on. What am I doing?
Yeah, so like, because I'm telling you, they don't.
I peek and then swap on there. What the hell?
This is one thing that stuck with me from Chico Crypto.
Yeah.
A little bit ago. He said if there's a protocol out there that does not have a token, your best bet is to start interacting with that protocol, because once they come out with a token, they may do an airdrop, and he hasn't been wrong to this day.
I remember him saying that. And yeah,
He hasn't been wrong to this day.
that
So
stuck with me too. Like, and yeah, he hasn't been wrong about that.
he hasn't been wrong. So they don't have a token yet, but once they announce a token, best believe they're looking for people that are adding liquidity in here and swapping on here. So that's one way for you guys. That's a little alpha, nothing too crazy.
Click on analytics real quick.
Analytics.
Yeah, I just want to see swap volume.
I don't think it's gonna be too high because people really aren't on the peak ecosystem yet.
Okay, 700K is not bad.
Yeah, not too crazy. You can see the fees that has been earned here, the volume. I think as peak gets bigger, this is going to do well.
Well, considering like people didn't know about this, like I didn't know about this, you know. So,
Oh yeah. As well. Yeah, that's also another key factor there. Key factor. Could I look at Daydreams? Yes, Daydreams actually does look good for Solana. I'm telling you, if I was on Solana, I would be playing some plays like Pay AI, Daydream. Daydreams got their little OS for AI agents. Daydreams. Let's do something interesting here. Let me not just give my own thoughts.
It's been out for a while.
Let's look at what Asai has to say about Daydreams. Give it a little nugget here. What's your thoughts on this? All right, so while that's loading, let's look at Daydreams here. Right now, it's at 5 million. It's at 5 million here. Looking over here, going on to the Twitter page. Twitter page not looking too bad. I still do follow them though. So they're doing the X402 8004 agents. They did announce that. What was it? They had announced something for like their OS.
Task Market is live. Agent to agent commerce on Base. So they're going.
Did they come over to Base?
Yeah, and they're live on Base, Solana, and Starknet.
Not gonna lie, that chart looked good, man.
The Daydreams chart.
Daydreams, yup.
I didn't even realize they on Base. I might have to change my tune.
They on Base too. Oh yeah, the Daydream chart. Oh yeah, you know AK's on Solana.
Yeah. Solana. AK is the Solana guy. I'm the Base guy.
Solana guy, go ahead, man.
Solana guy.
We the crypto people, man. You know.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, we get money. That's it.
Most people don't care about X402 and MP. But let's see. Did this load up here? Wow, that's loading up. Now that it's on Base, I actually do like it. We're gonna have to think about it.
No, it's on Base. I actually do like it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I told you. I think I became a Base Maxi a little bit too much, man. Am I bullish on Giza? Yes, I actually do like Giza, but Giza is for DeFi AI. For some reason, no one really is talking about DeFi AI, which astounds me because right now AI agents is all the craze, right? They're going to be doing DeFi more than anybody, right? And that's where your plays like Giza, Elsa comes up, and then something else came up too. I forgot. Let me look at Giza real quick. Giza also. Is their tokenomics a little bit better now? I guess it got a little. It's not too. It's okay.
Yeah, we're waiting for them to dump some tokens, right?
Yeah. So we still have to wait on them real quick here. Damn, Asai taking forever. What's going on, Asai? You better give me some good in-depth thing over there. You should check out OpenServe. Founder work with Tal. Yes, I do know about OpenServe. They already know that I got a video coming out for them. It's gonna be the video title is gonna be called Autonomous Businesses, because OpenServe recently actually has been pumping crazy too. Not too crazy because it's still a little. I think it's still down. I'm not too. Yeah, it's up 50%. It had some nice gains from down here. Pumped a little bit. They also recently had a nice launch today called Cobort or something like that. Let me see. Launching this real quick. Hold up. Let's check it on the side. There we go. All right, so what Asai's thinking about with Dreams, let's see, AI agent library for on-chain gaming, chain agnostic framework. Here's the problem: Dreams is up 22% in the last 24 hours. Sound great, but then you look at the transaction data. In the last hour, there's been 137 sales versus 37 buys. Nothing. Okay, so the sales outweigh the buys. Is it giving me anything else here? Time frame wise. Okay. It's actually on multi-chain Solana basin. We talked about that. Where it fits in the X402 stack. The X402 ecosystem tag means it's aligned with Coinbase agent commerce narrative. That's valid. Agents can play games on-chain, needs payment rails as well. Okay. Red flags is talking about the sell pressure there. Smart money assessment, no smart data for Dreams in the current flow feed. So it doesn't really see any smart money going into it. Not too crazy. But back to OpenServe here. They did have a launch here that I was talking about. So when OpenServe, we played better. This actually is still it's still high up there. We played this. I seen some people buying Soul Router at a 1 million. This came out. This is supposed to be like a prediction market play. It came out. You can see the FDV right there. So it's also a little launch pad for autonomous businesses. So yeah, that's one thing there. You guys can see that little run up there. OpenServe has been getting a lot of buzz. Yeah, I've been seeing that all over the timeline recently. A lot of people been talking about OpenServe, especially it pumped 50%. So a lot of people that were shilling it before are now waking up. Now getting into another play here, Aki. We just talked about spatial computing and how that is going to be big for AI. Robotics. Aki. When I first started talking about Aki, I was talking about it for decentralized spatial computing, because if you guys don't know, Niantic, there you go, Niantic, that partnered with Pokemon Go. They had us all going around different blocks, different towns, capturing all these Pokemons. Little did people know they was using that VR, AR data to power their spatial computing, where now Niantic actually came out with their own product. It's a little robot that actually is delivering food to people. So that was spatial computing, centralized spatial computing. They were stealing out data in that way, but they always stealing out data. Now Aki was doing the same thing for their own robotics, and they're in a bunch of stores right now too. Also, Crypto Insider put out this tweet here that they keep shipping. Niels flew to Europe to meet a client and move forward with robot deployment. One of the world's largest retailers requested a quote for 1,000 robots, roughly 50 million per year, with a potential to scale to 10,000 to 20,000 units at full deployment. So one of the largest retailers contacted Aki to give them their robots, because their robots is trained on spatial computing and all of that. That is huge, right? Another top global retailer is exploring smart glasses and mobile integration. This is all happening with Aki. So when you see me talking about robotics, I'm always talking about Peak and I'm always talking about Aki, because I think those two are going to be pretty big in the whole robotics narrative as of right now. You can see here from this little video that's going on here. I think that's the CEO that's talking about Aki. When people first found out about Aki, they brought out their robot that was called like the Terry robot. It was walking in a little conference with Vitalik. So they saw that whole Terry robot there. So yes, Aki should be on people's radar as of right now. Damn, there's two people. Okay. Yo, look, if you look at the top two right now on X Live, these are streams. Over 30,000 people are watching this. They just watching this humanoid just pack up things, and this other guy got another 20,000 probably watching the same exact thing.
That's crazy. Yeah, watching them do the work.
They just watching this robot just do work, guys.
I'm about to make a channel of my robot from Peak.
Man. So I'm trying to tell you guys right now, there's a hunger for robotics, because this is like the next era that's going to be happening in the physical space, right? digital space, we got the AI agents. Everybody's bullish on AI agents. AI agents is going to run everything in crypto pretty much. Now people are talking about crypto was essentially made for AI agents, or they can actually utilize crypto more than we can. And there's going to be more of them. So a lot of people are bullish on AI agents. But then the next iteration to that, right? The next iteration to that for it to evolve is embodied AI. This is where you're going to give your, the physical tools, the physical things. They're going to get a body. AI agents are going to get a body with those physical things, right? And then you also have your humanoids. You're going to have robo taxis. You're going to have all of these that are actually going to be popping up by the end of 2026, 2027. You're going to start seeing a lot more of this, man. Thoughts on this, Jay? What's going on here, man?
Definitely. This is, the embodied AI and agentic commerce is going to go hand in hand. Like, imagine you have your robot or whatever, and you're going to need to you're going to have to pay for more stuff. Like, that's how they're going to make money. The robot is not going to be the selling point for them. They're going to sell you a subscription to the dishwashing skill. So this whole agentic commerce, is definitely, robotics connecting. It's the next thing for sure.
I'm just searching something on the back end that I wanted to show you guys, because some people ask me what's some of my favorite stocks right now. Before I want to bring you guys this right now. This is a nice little post here. Does it mention it in here? Yeah, I think it does mention it here. Because Nvidia, you guys already know Nvidia has been, I think they've been setting all-time highs every day, where to the point where people are tired. They're not even talking about it no more.
5 trillion, I think I saw them. Yeah,
man,
5 trillion was crazy.
So this was posted October 2028. I said 2028, 2025 here, but I'm trying to get more of a. Let me get something more updated before I talk about it for you guys. Let me just let's get something for this past month here, because I think this recently came out here. There we go. TechCrunch got it. But Nvidia is partnering with a bunch of companies to start to get ready to push out these robo taxis, these robo cabs. I've been telling you, this is also embodied AI, pretty much, right? It's a vehicle that's going to have AI that's going to be driving itself, and pretty much like that. Nvidia is going to be powering them, and some other company called Nero, right? So Nero receives driverless testing permit ahead of Uber robo taxi service launch. This is May 2026, right? They're going to be partnering with Lucid, Nero, and Uber. So you're going to start seeing some of these new robo taxis in your city. I think, Jay, you said you saw some robo taxis while you was in San Francisco, right?
Yeah. There's a lot of Waymos and Roxes. I haven't seen a Lucid one yet.
What's Roxy? That's another one?
Rox is like a robo van. It's kind of crazy. Let me see if I can pull one up.
Okay, I don't have that. But you have this here, right? This is going to be Lucid. Lucid, that I think this is the way Lucid could make their way into the vehicle, because they haven't been looking too good. But I've been seeing more Lucid on the road lately, and them partnering with Uber is going to be pretty good. This is going to allow Uber to also be a good revenue generating company, right? They're not going to be losing money, because they're not paying their drivers anymore. They're going to have these driverless cars. This is going to increase the revenue so high. I actually was having this conversation with one of my guys in real life. They were saying, AI is a bubble, but I'm like, yeah, it is a bubble, but it's going to continue to grow, because it's affecting so many different sectors, where now people are now projecting things forward, where these companies can now increase their revenue. They can increase a lot of different things by, they're going to fire some people. It sucks, but this is just going to be happening. Did you pull it up yet, Jay?
Yeah, it's right there on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, seen this when I went to Vegas. Okay.
Okay, I was gonna say, I
didn't know that's what they called it.
They have it in Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of things is gonna be happening right under your nose, guys. Like, you guys got to be paying attention. The robot economy is going to be here, right? The machine economy is here. All of this is going to start to be talked about soon, right? And this is why I'm so bullish on robotics as a narrative, as a sector, because it's so undervalued compared to like AI agents and things like that. Let me see if I could pull something up here. Go back here, because where am I? hold on, guys, hold on. Just to give you guys a quick little comparison here. Just to give you guys a quick little comparison, right? You see in the robotics market cap. This is the entire robotics market cap, $832 million market cap. Let's look at AI agents here. Let's look at AI agents. $3.5 billion market cap.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see AI agents is very big. It actually should. I think this is going to be much higher very soon here. There's going to be some new launches that's going to be coming out that's going to be doing AI agent stuff. And then some of the altcoins, like we don't even have $1 billion market cap altcoin right now in the bear market. In the bull market, we did with virtuals, but in the bear right now in the bear market, the top two that we're looking at is Venice and virtuals.
Yeah.
Both, a little bit above, a little bit above a $500 million, right? In the bull market, I could see these two sitting, virtuals is at 5 billion before. So I wouldn't be surprised if it hits that 5 billion market cap again. Venice could be right there because Venice, we showed you that flywheel, that buyback and burns will drive so much demand to Venice where this may even stay higher than virtuals for a while, right? So yeah, we're going to be seeing those at $1 billion market cap. I don't know if we're going to see Kite at $1 billion, but if we do, it's going to be nice, right? So this is going to continue to get higher. But when you go back into robotics, we got nothing near. Except if you eliminate virtuals here, we don't even need to talk about virtuals. We have nothing in the hundreds of millions, not even 100 million. So you can see this sector is highly undervalued in the AI trade, right? In the whole AI trade right now, if you want to make some massive gains, it's going to be in robotics within the next year or two.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, Jay? How you feeling about that?
Definitely, and it's coming next. And there's all type of catalysts and everything. Yeah, it's. I can't say it enough. It's.
Are there any space niche coins? SpaceX IPO is going to be the biggest IPO in history. It's going to be a lot of hype in stocks and space stocks. That's very true. I don't know if there's any. I think we did. Didn't we have something in crypto for?
There was something about a token that was partnered with SpaceX. I don't remember which token it was though.
I do know which one you're talking about.
There definitely will be some
energy play. That energy play.
TerraFab.
Was it TerraFab?
That's one of them. I'm not sure that's the one y'all talking about.
TerraFab?
I was about to say there's going to be some meme coins around it for sure. I know there's, and I was going to say, is it TerraFab? That's the meme coin?
TerraFab is a super sleeper. That's Elon company. It's about 90K right now. Super, super high risk. But hey, man, you know me. I throw $20 in there, man, Eventually,
it's a meme coin? It's a meme coin?
I wouldn't call it a meme, but it's on the Solana network, and it's like it's in the initial pullback for like about a month now. So.
Okay. But for right now, I haven't even really looked to answer your question, Protect. I haven't looked into anything space related because I feel like we're too far for that. But you're right. Once that IPO comes around, there's going to be meme coins around it. There's probably going to be some crypto that's going to say they partnered with SpaceX. We're going to see how that's going to play out. Also, that brings up another topic because 3 of the biggest companies this year are going to IPO. Mm-hmm. SpaceX, Anthropic, OpenAI. I don't know what that's going to do to the stock market. I don't know if that's going to be the Pico top because that's over $4 trillion coming in those 3.
Oh yeah.
So that's going to be crazy. We've never seen that.
I mean, yeah. And well, just think about it. Like a lot of people who are rich on some of those are gonna take profit.
Oh yeah, they dumping on people's heads. I hope y'all not buying these IPOs.
They're gonna take profit. Like I think it'll probably just be like what did Coin's IPO do?
Coin?
Yeah, Coinbase.
I don't even remember. I forgot. That was a little.
It was like, see, hold on, yeah, exactly. Okay, I got the chart pulled up here. It came out. It was hyped up. Went to 430, dropped all the way down to $30.
Yeah.
And then now it worked. It's worked its way back up, and trying to find like some type of value or whatever.
You know what I just thought about? Sam Altman.
Uh-huh.
Hate him? Yeah, I know y'all hate him right now. I ain't gonna lie. This man would have made the biggest. Like he would have been. They would have called him a genius.
Oh, Sam Bankman-Fried, you mean?
Yeah, his investment into Anthropic is crazy right now. Would have been crazy.
40 billion or something like that.
Yeah, ridiculous numbers. So think about all the people that's going to be billionaires after this IPO, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But yes, sir. Go
Real
ahead.
quick, Sam Bankman-Fried's portfolio, he had Anthropic, SpaceX, Robinhood. Look, bro, Cursor, Genesis, and Solana.
Yeah, that man would have crushed. Yeah, they had to take him out.
Yeah,
They had to take him out.
he knew too much.
He knew too much. They had to take this man out, bro. That portfolio right there is honestly ridiculous. We may never see nothing like close to that again.
Yeah, he literally just hit, is that 6 or 7 unicorns in a row? That's crazy.
And I think the Robinhood one would go a lot higher because, there's talks about how Gen Z are looking at investment. They're looking at things like Robinhood. They don't really care too much about Charles Schwab and all of them. They like Robinhood.
Prediction markets.
Yeah, and Robinhood doing prediction markets. They got their own chain, their own L2 working with Arbitrum. Yeah. AI agents have become a crowded space. Exactly.
True.
I agree.
Very true.
Thoughts on Monad? What you think about Monad, Jay?
You know what? I don't know. I haven't looked at it enough to have any thoughts on it.
I'll just say it's trash.
Yeah, the hell with Monad, man.
Yeah, like
They owe me about 40 bands, man.
yeah. I know they had like an airdrop thing going on.
Yeah, nah. You know, I respect them, but like, yeah, everybody was expecting at least $500, man. You know, but I don't know. Would I buy them right now? Probably not. But.
Yo, to be honest, it's not, the chart isn't looking too bad. I expected this to be down, way down. But Monad, again, no one's really, we brought up that L2 chart the last time. I don't think no one's really transacting on Monad. We're getting these useless layers, layer 1, layer 2s. No one's really going to be using them. I wonder what they're going to do to make themselves, like, stand out. Because at least in base case, they had, they got connections to Coinbase. And they're actually putting the whole base chain on Coinbase, so users that's interacting with crypto can interact with base on the app, right? And not only that, they're looking to become the agentic chain, so that's a new selling point for them. Then you got Sui, that's they was doing gaming, but now they're also targeting some AI stuff. You got Solana that's just crushing it. They doing everything. Ethereum is going to be set. You got Canton that's going to be doing some RWAs.
Near, don't forget Near.
Near AI, Kite also AI. So where are some of these like new infrastructures going to fit themselves in? Yeah, Tau, all of those. So it's just, I don't know. It's a topic to be had. Do you think the hype will be before IPO or of SpaceX, Anthropic, and OpenAI, or after that? No, the hype is now.
Buy the rumor, sell the news.
Yeah, the hype is now. It's just that we don't have access to it, so we can't trade. We can't trade anything off of it unless you trading the pre-IPOs, which I think you can be. I forgot where you could trade the pre-IPO from. Is it on Hype?
Or if you do OTC, there might be some OTC. I don't know.
Also, what's that guy name? I forgot his name. I forgot that guy's name. Yeah, you're not gonna let me. Come on. I hate the U.S. sometimes, man. I can't use Hype.
What you trying to look at?
I was trying to look at the pre-IPOs because people were trading Anthropic IPO on chain. People were trading OpenAI IPO on chain.
You got 3 IPOs on here? Hold on.
I don't know if it was Hype, but they was trading it through somewhere. Uncle G was good. OG. Natex, yes. Actually, I forgot all about Natex. Now that you bring it up, I do like that. I think they're also doing something spatial computing wise, if I'm not mistaken, right? They're doing something spatial computing to power. Yeah, they're doing real world driving footage to power physical AI. Let me see if they actually recently changed anything. You know what's funny? I used to have the Natex app on my phone, and I used to use it as a dash cam because I was trying to earn some of the tokens.
That site was clean.
Yeah, global camera network for physical AI. So yeah, they're kind of using your, this little camera footage to power AI, as everything is going to do with something to allow these AI agents to, not AI agents, sorry, for robotics, humanoids, all of these to maneuver in the world.
So they're doing like training?
Yeah, that's eventually what they're going to do. Powering physical AI applications. Natex multi-camera data is the foundation for building world models and end-to-end autonomous driving models.
That's what
development. of advanced autonomous vehicles and physical AI. So exactly what I just said. They're doing spatial computing, but they're doing it with your, the data that you're providing them as you use their, their devices, the Natex. I didn't even know they had a whole Natex device now. $350, I may buy it because I still got that demo device. So they're going to use your camera footage to help these, these vehicles maneuver in the space. The physical AI, that's going to be your embodied AI, your humanoids. For them to maneuver in this space as well. So yes, they're moving pretty nice. And aren't they on Peak? If I'm not mistaken, they're also on Peak. They're powered by Peak on Solana. That's what it is.
Yeah, bro, just laid a gem on us, yo. I'm feeling this chart.
Natex.
Yeah, Natex not looking too bad, man. Yeah. Let me see if there's any recent news from Natex right now. Wait, is Elon wrong? Mindlessly stacking sensors on top of autonomous vehicles might not be the best approach, but some safety gaps still need to be addressed. I don't know. I'll watch that later.
Yo, Coinbase partnered with Hyperliquid.
Is that new?
Yeah, 7 hours ago. We're expanding our support for Hyperliquid and becoming the platform's official treasury deployer for USDC. That's crazy.
Yeah, Coinbase really trying to, they fighting with Robinhood right now. They fighting with Robinhood.
Well, I think Coinbase, I've been saying this for a minute, like I think Coinbase they're definitely building out their decentralized route. As they were getting a lot of issues from the government and having to do all this other stuff, I think Base Chain started as like, okay, they try to stop Coinbase from doing this DeFi stuff that we want to do. And that we want to do, then we'll create Base Chain to make it decentralized, move the nodes around. So
Coinbase moving. They doing things, man. Lorenzo Protocol, Preview XV. Let's look at those two. Lorenzo Protocol. I really haven't looked into Lorenzo Protocol.
2.3 billion open interest in RWO. I gotta save that for RWA stream.
What?
2.3 billion in open interest for RWAs on Hyperliquid alone.
Ooh. Oh, that's because of oil, right? That's because of oil.
High oil and probably gold too.
Yeah, a lot of people were trading oil and gold on Hyperliquid. What is this? Lorenzo Protocol? Is this AI? What is it? Institutional grade on-chain asset management. Looks like some RWAs. We could save this for RWA stream. We could have an RWA stream for you guys, man. I actually do have a video on RWAs coming out. Yeah, we could save this for RWAs. We could save that for RWAs. The other one was... this guy just keeps commenting privy, yo. I've never seen... Yo, you know what I don't understand sometimes? Is some people that really get too, like, altcoin pilled on, like, low caps, micro caps. This guy, every time I make a video, he just keeps commenting about this. I do see that they have updates and things like that, but honestly, I really don't see nothing for me. I played them when they first came out, and then now I'm just...
Privex?
Yeah, I even unfollowed them. Yeah. They doing okay. The privacy hook. Are they working with virtuals for that?
It said buy virtuals.
No, the coin, it came
ERC
from...
8183, is that virtual standard that they use? Okay.
That's virtual standard that they created, co-authored with Ethereum and things like that for their agentic commerce here. Hey, I'm not gonna say it's not gonna take off, because it could pump. It's still a micro cap. It could pump, but at this point in time, I'm not trading this one right now. It's not fitting the narrative that is spinning right now, which is things connected to Venice, and some other ones are just outperforming it right now. Actually, let me go ahead and check my play while I'm on stream here, because I did take a little trade on this bad boy.
Oh, Eon.
I knew I should have took the profits. It's not too bad. But yeah. Why are you so... Yeah, you see him every time. Every video I have, man's commented something that they do.
Let us know. Look, I never seen it. Let us know. Why are you so bullish on it? Why should I, go and spend an hour looking into this?
I think as a micro cap too, you got to explain it as a micro cap, right? Because I still don't understand it. You use these micro caps to flip in and out.
Yeah. Sometimes you get a gym micro cap that's like really, you know, that one, but
Oh no,
that's kind of rare.
there's been a few, like Claw Bank went crazy, right? Claw Bank, this thing ran from like the a few hundred thousands to now 4.6 million market cap. I know that's what you guys are chasing.
Hmm.
You even got GitLab that did it, but again, most of these are going to be capped at a certain point. GitLab actually has been running this. Now, if he was commenting this, I'd be like, okay, now I understand. Now I understand. This right here,
That's going crazy.
yeah, this I think they was mentioned by, I forgot who they were mentioned by, but there's been a lot of people just shilling this, and they recently got listed on this. What is it? Is it Upbit or just Mexi? Yeah, they got listed on Mexi. So this got maneuvered over there, but this one, this is the type of energy y'all want. Y'all want those microcaps to turn into these 20 million market cap altcoins, which is possible,
Facts.
but it's very it's tough seeing how many microcaps is just launching daily and what connections they got. So we got that one. GitLab went crazy. Yeah. If you guys got any other questions here, let me see. Any hope for Notebook and Claude? I'll be honest. Nah.
Nah.
I may be wrong because I ain't gonna lie. I called it out in the Discord.
Why?
Right?
Sheesh.
I called it out in the Discord. Notebook, when they got bought by Facebook, I said Facebook, by Meta. I thought there was gonna be a major, huh?
I said you were right the first time. Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought there was gonna be a major pump that Meta may announce that they're gonna be using Notebook for like their own agentic book or whatever. I don't know. I thought there was gonna be some more that was gonna come from this, but it just seems like Meta just purchased them just to purchase them for some reason. They just throwing money out.
To probably take it and integrate it in Facebook somehow. You probably have an agent tab. on
Okay.
Facebook. You got something like that. Or they drop in a bunch of apps. They got Instagram, they got Threads. So Notebook might just be another Meta company.
We could agree with that. Because the fact that they brought them out, I'm not gonna lie. Once I saw the news, I immediately called this out, thinking we was gonna get more of a pump than this thing here, and it didn't really do nothing. That annoyed me.
And then Claude, bro, I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna be, because I feel like the hype died down now, so they're gonna be around. The dev is still shipping, right? But the thing is, this supposed to be like an on-chain dev. It's doing its own thing, but I guess this may just fade. One thing I do want to say, let me see if Base still has it up here. Let's see. Let's go onto Base website real quick. What was this? Need to retire him. What's this? Oh, Upshot. Okay. Combining gaming apps and AI. What's Utopia? Oh, I do follow them. Okay. Sometimes I gotta look at the pages because I be missing some tweets. But yeah, so with their new website that they built out here, where is this at now? Can I see? Is it gonna be on products? No, not that. Solutions. Is this here? Nope. Let me see if it's this one.
Agents.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So the financial infrastructure for AI agents. When you go on here, there's a few that they list here. You got Banker, of course. You got the X402 because that's developed by them. Cloudflare, X402, and then you got Virtuals here. But then you have Claudebot. So they do highlight Claudebot on their website. So that's always a good thing. That's always a good sign. We don't know where that's going to lead to, but it's up here as of right now. So there's a potential.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I mean, hopefully. I don't know.
Yeah. Kazi been shilling GitLab and Claude Bank like hell. Kazi is a scammer. He shills microcaps, then moves to the next. Yo,
About to look into it, but now
the thing about it is you gotta flip. He got motion.
yeah.
He got motion. I'm not even gonna lie to you. He got motion. He knows how to market. He knows how to sell. He knows how to sell. I do follow him. I gotta see what's going on here. And so far, even though he's been shilling, you could be mad at it. He has shilled a runner, because I did see him shilling GitLab at like 5 million market cap. So he might be a shiller, but he did give you guys a pretty much a 3x. I didn't play it at all. I didn't play this at all, so I'll give him that. I'll give him that there. So this actually has pump. Claw Bank has also pump, so he's winning. Strike Robot, yes, we talked about Strike Robot earlier on in the stream here. Kazi is a good gem finder, yeah. So we gave him his props, we gave him his flowers, I don't know about the scamming part.
Kazi's on YouTube?
Nah, he's a Twitter influencer, Twitter guy. He's a Twitter guy. This guy here. Oh, actually live stream. Where just did a live stream. Who's Crypto Goats? I don't know who that is. Where was the live stream? Okay. Hey, he must have made a big bag off of GitLab, because the way he's been chilling it, he must have made a big bag off of it. And pretty good track record. Yeah, see, some people calling him a scammer while you saying he has a good track record. He shilled Odai hard and back down, back after 10 million, back to 2 million. Odai was shilled by a lot of people, not just him. I actually even like Odai. Odai for world models, you can't get mad at these people for shilling.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't really get mad at. You can't really call somebody a scammer for having a bad call.
Yeah,
There's a lot of scammers out here, like scammers who actually scam you. You know,
like even me, you could like everyone's shilling. Anyone that's on YouTube that talks about any of their favorite altcoins that's not Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're shilling you something. Even Bitcoin and Ethereum, they shilling you that. Right? Everyone is a shiller when they talk about their own altcoins or what they like in this space because they're biased towards those altcoins. So they're shilling. Everything I just talked about in this live stream is altcoins I like and Jay like and AK like. Everybody's shilling at some point. And that's just the name of the game.
Yeah. And shilling is only a bad term because it started off as like getting paid to shill, which is like
exactly.
You're getting paid to act like you like something. Maybe you don't even hold it, or maybe you got a lot for free. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I appreciate that. That's a good thing.
So the point of shiller is just used different. I think more people who are like newer to this cycle are a little bit confused by like what a shill actually is. Because I had somebody tell me like, why do you make videos about coins that you hold? And I'm like, bro, what do you mean?
What else am I going to talk about?
What am I supposed to talk about? Stuff that I don't like? Like
I talk about all the altcoins I do like, and some I own, some I don't.
Exactly. But it's like potential. When you see potential, you see potential.
Yeah. And you're a peak shiller, man. Yo, I take it. Listen, you can call me a peak shiller all you want. I take it. And listen, when I believe in a narrative or an altcoin, I'm definitely going to talk about it. And the thing is, when people start to call you about a shiller or certain things, that's because the altcoin is down, right? Or they lost money on that altcoin as well, right? Mm-hmm. But once that altcoin turns back around, they're praising you all hell, right? Yeah. You're like, yeah, you're goated. Yeah, you made a good call, man.
When people call you a scammer, we'll say thank you.
Yeah, like when I was just talking about Peak a lot, and then I started getting, like, again, I told you guys, I was getting DMs when Peak just started that little pump. Nothing too crazy. It only did a little pump. Like, it was close to a 2x pump, but people started, acknowledging that I've been on Peak for a little bit. So that's just how it goes. That's why I believe, but I agree. Truly early, X402 is undeniably winning agentic payment standard. Yes, there's MPP now. Without privacy, it becomes on-chain surveillance. The token is the only project building the privacy rails for X402. I guess. Okay. Hey, if that's what got you bullish on it, and then you could build a thesis around it, then that's all you're looking for in this space, right? Yeah. You build a thesis around an altcoin that makes you invest in that altcoin, and that makes you bullish, right? That's what I do. That's what a lot of people do.
Yeah. I'm also pretty bullish on privacy. It's just that the privacy never, like, I'm super bullish on it because I know we like need the privacy rails and everything. But man, I've bought so many privacy coins, they rarely show up in the portfolio.
Yeah. And to be honest, to your point there, Joel, another reason why Venice has been going crazy was because of privacy. Mm-hmm. They have private inference. Why is this thing not loading for me? What's going on here? All right. Private inference. This is another reason that this has been going crazy. And you also mentioned, thanks for always pushing great info. I appreciate that, man. I actually appreciate that. bought Pod, and doing okay. Pod, yo, Jay, how you feeling about Pod, man?
Oh yeah. I like Pod.
It's back to 15 million. Oh, they finally corrected the market caps on here, so you can see the growth potential. They finally corrected the market cap on here. Now we played this down here, rolled it up. I got a little moon bag still in Pod, right? Because they're working with Venice. Them and Venice co-authored a model that's the biggest model on Venice right now, the most used model, which is from Pod. It's called Dolphin something, right? The most used model, private model, is from these guys. This is what got me bullish on these guys. But now that they corrected the market cap here, it's not gonna look right, as I called it here. It says I called it at 18 million market cap, but I didn't call it at. I called it there before they fixed the market cap on the CoinGecko and Dexcoin and things like that. And you can see here, let me see, do I got that? Yeah, so you can see they corrected it there. So we got in pretty early, rolled this up nicely. I spotted the smart money getting into it and got into it myself. Jay, they coming at you. You the Tao Schiller. And the Luxo Schiller.
The Luxo Schiller, man. Not no more.
Not no more Luxo?
Yeah, I don't, things changing in tokens. When things change in the token structure, I've been talking about it in my videos.
I feel it. All right, man. You got any closing thoughts for us, Jay? Anything about robotics you want to add? What about you, AK? Yeah, there.
Everything good on my end, man. Shoot, I feel like it was a productive stream.
Yeah. What about you, Jay?
Yeah, no, good stream. Shout out to some of y'all calling out some dope coins in the comments. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm seeing that robotics is just up next. If you look at the Web 2 companies where the majority of the investments are going, crypto likes to follow behind that. So I'm definitely seeing it.
I agree. As I've been telling you guys, man, I'm trying to get you guys early onto a narrative before, like, obviously you guys can call me a shiller. I'm not even mad at it, because that's what I got to do something.
That's what I do. Coins that I like.
I got to do something, but I also try to provide you guys the information before most people start talking about it. I allow you guys to also do your own research. I may talk about Peak today and be very bullish on Peak, but I'm also trying to get you guys to do your own research. Use the tools that I help you, that are provided to you. You got Crypto Rank, you got CoinGecko, you got all of these that are help you do your own research. I got my own terminal here that if you guys want access to the help, do your own research, things like that, right? Just don't take what did I say, Jay, before the year was over? I did say don't have borrowed conviction. If I talk about an altcoin and you're not too bullish on it, and you don't see why you should be bullish on it, don't play it. It's just that.
I like what you just told Brett right now. Like, if you can come up with your own thesis, that's what you do. Like, watch the videos, come up with your own thesis. Then, if it sucks and you lose money, it's your fault. And then if you make money, it's also your fault. You get to get all the glory that you did that thesis and you were right.
Well said, yo. Because I've been a watcher. I told you I was watching Jay when crypto first. I got into crypto 2016. I was watching Jay. I was watching a bunch of YouTubers. I got burned just like you guys did. But also through that, I also learned I need to build my own thesis on certain things. And that's why I built my own channel. I made my own channel. I started talking about Polkadot. Started talking about what was it? We was making a killing on launch pads. We was doing everything. Right.
Same thing here. That's the same thing I was doing. I was watching these people. Then I was like, they're not finding them at the time that I want to find them. They're not coming up with pieces that I would come up with. And then I had to, do it myself.
Once you able to build your own thesis, you could actually hold through like the downside of an altcoin and then come out for the upside. Right. But if you're doing borrowed conviction on an altcoin, once that downside start happening, you start panicking a little bit because you're like, damn, is this altcoin really good? Why is he so bullish on it? Then when you get out of it, you lost your money. Now you go into the other, the content creator and being like, yo, you suck, you're a shiller, things like that. What's your prediction on Peak? Yo, if you watch my Peak video, I'm gonna put out another Peak video. But 10x is very doable. That will put it what is it? A 400 million market cap, right? That will put Peak at a 400 million market cap, right around there or so. 440 million market cap, right? That's a 10x.
That's pretty doable.
I'm looking for 100x.
Yeah.
I already that puts it around 4.4 billion market cap, right? And I think that is very doable, seeing that robotics is so undervalued as it is right now. We've seen virtuals take all the way off when AI agents, when AI agents got to the peak, virtuals was at the peak of $5 billion market cap, right? So if we could get that same translation on chain for robotics, we could see something like peak that's an infrastructure for these robotic altcoins to get up to like a 4 billion market cap, to get even higher than that possibly, right? So yeah, I would say I'm looking for 4 billion, 5 billion, shit, maybe even 10 billion. But that's just moon boy. That's just moon boy. But yeah,
Nothing wrong with Moon Boy either. Just
yeah, and then also you could take profits along the way, right? You could take profits at a billion. You could take profits at 400 million market cap. Let the other rest ride to like a billion maybe, then take profits again. So yeah, mini/most wanting to learn of the new projects, monitoring all of your updates. Thanks, man. I try to help you guys out, man. Peak 10 billion. No way. Hey, listen. I just said that was a moon boy take. I said it was a moon boy take. I know where I could, I could be excessive a little bit, but I told you 4 billion is what I'm looking at for 100x. I just want 100x, right? But obviously it's going to be more than 100x because I did buy around that three some billion. When did I? Let me see. I'll tell you right now. I go back when I fully got back into the market. I made the post in my Discord saying that I was getting right back into the market after tax day, which is the 15th of April. That's when I started making some of my buys for my portfolio and said I was going to slowly start building up. Now, there's been some altcoins in this portfolio that I really haven't talked about. Keld being one of them. I'm not even going to talk about it and still start taking off. But just know, you heard it on stream. I do own this token called Keld that is actually on Solana. But because they got real revenue and real users, I had to buy it. But yeah, I bought Peak and I made the post at 30 million market cap. 30 million market cap, so you can see it's at 44 million, so I'm up a little bit. Not too crazy, but I'm up. All right, that's just how it works, guys. Peak can go to IoTex all-time high easily. That's my take profits level. Okay.
That's about two.
I actually haven't heard no one talk about IoTex in a little bit. IoTex all-time high was 2 billion.
Yeah.
I still wanted to make the video. Go ahead.
I talked about them a little bit recently.
I wanted to make the video on IoTex. I actually been waiting on that. I've been waiting on it because I want IoTex to actually put out better news. I just haven't. What is this? IoTex post quantum security for real world integration. Okay, maybe. But so it did get a little bit above 2 billion. That's actually fair. I could take that. I could see that. Helium went to 4 billion. Yes, Helium went. Yo. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so yeah, welcome. I said welcome, but next stream we're probably gonna talk about some RWAs. So you guys get your RWAs plays ready. We're gonna talk about RWAs in that stream. Which do you guys think? Which one of you guys think have the highest upside? AI inference, AI compute, physical AI, or energy? Ooh. That's a good question. What you thinking, Jay?
I'm gonna say compute. And the only reason why is because the highest company in the world. Like this is probably a dumbass reason, but I like compute, but like because Nvidia is the top company right now, I think AI compute is, and that's kind of what they're becoming.
Okay. What about you, AK? Yeah. I'm sure you're gonna say compute too, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Compute. For me.
All right. I ain't gonna lie. I can't say physical AI. I wanted to say physical AI, but I had to think about it. Physical AI going to need compute. They're going to need inference. Mm-hmm. They're going to need energy. So, I think I'm gonna go energy. Because all these. Yeah, I'm gonna go energy.
What energy plays you looking at? Hold on.
Oh no, I think. Oh, he said the highest upside. The highest upside.
Okay. Across the board.
Sure.
I'm gonna say energy because no one like energy right now. When we talked about energy the last time, the reason I started talking about energy was because what was that little? There was a conference that we was talking about, the World Economic Forum. While everybody was talking about AI, the people in AI, like that was talking about AI, they were saying the biggest bottleneck for AI is energy. They said compute first, then they flipped to energy because for you to have compute and anything like that, the data centers, all of these need to be powered by energy. So that's like the underlying tech right there. That's why I said energy.
But I mean, yeah, but I mean, but also that could be the reason why compute is, going to be a thing, because whoever could provide the compute at less energy and provide a less bottleneck.
That's also a fair take. I like that.
Preferably without the big data centers,
Okay, that's a fair argument to why compute could be the top right there. I'm also looking at the market cap here. This is the overall.
But energy, yeah. But I mean, as far as I looked at that too, I'm like, the energy market cap right now is only 100 mil. So if energy does have a run, it could be crazy. The only one that I've seen that has been running is OVPP.
Oh yeah. Y'all all got to stop talking about that, man.
No, but I'm not really even shilling. I'm just saying that.
No. I mean, it's my low key play. It's my low key play.
Oh yeah. Because I learned about it. I think I learned about it from the comment section on here. Because I was like, why is it pumping? Why is it pumping? Everybody was telling me.
So, it's my low key play. It's my low key.
But I haven't seen much really popping up in the world of energy. Haven't really been seeing it being talked about. Like, people are saying that energy is expensive, but they're really talking about how to make it use less energy. Because right now the big complaint is like data centers kill the world, right? So these people could like fix that problem for the mainstream, then people will have no choice. Like they did with crypto. They said Bitcoin's energy usage is going to kill the world. People start saying, okay, we'll do a lot of mining solar, and then now the solar mining has surpassed the other mining. People can't say that no more. So that's why energy will, I think, have its way. But tell me about OpenVV, man.
No, I ain't talking about it no more. Yeah, you already all talked about it. I'm leaving that until it start pumping. CFG is so undervalued compared to Canton and Ondo. Yeah, we're gonna talk about RWA's next stream, because we're gonna AK, you familiar with some good RWA plays?
Yeah, handful.
Okay. All right. So next stream we're gonna talk about RWAs, right? So you guys make sure you guys got your RWA plays ready to comment, and we're gonna look at all of them. I got a few. Like CFG here is when that's actually my favorite RWA play, but I got a few here that I'm gonna be talking about here. So that is the stream for you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Check out AK on Twitter. Make sure you guys also follow Everything Currency on YouTube here, and I'll check you guys later. Peace, YouTube.
Peace.